This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. It's reported in the Observer that there were talks and discussions with Randy Savage of all people, but the sides were far apart on the terms. As the story goes, I think he was looking for a contract extension from Eric Bischoff and WCW around that Halloween Havoc time period. And allegedly that's when there were some conversations about what if he came back. The Observer would write, the feeling is that Titan is so fearful of raids that they only want guys that they can sign for 3 to 5 year contracts. And the feeling is that Savage may help in the short run because of his name, but his guarantee would be so high and they wouldn't want him on top for so long. It makes no sense to sign him long term. And they don't want him on TV for 1 year and then have him go back to WCW when the deal is up either. This is something that's not talked about a lot. It feels like a lot of people assume that when he walked out on Vince, quote unquote, back in the day and first joined WCW, there was never an opportunity to come back. But here in our research, it looks like 1996 in the fall here, perhaps there was an opportunity. Do you remember there being the discussion about, Vince wants 3 to 5 years and maybe Randy wasn't worth that?
Well, first of all, to that, business-wise, you don't want to invest in anybody for a short term. You want to invest in people that you've got a long-term investment in so that you get a return on your investment. That's just business in general. During this time, I was talking to Randy and his people. So we were going back and forth, and the ask became ridiculous. And it didn't start out ridiculous. It actually started out fair, in my opinion. So, we went back and forth, and I think that Randy kind of felt that he could get more on the other side. And I said, look, if this is just a tool to get more on the other side, tell them whatever you want to tell them.
Right.
If you don't want to be here, don't. Let's not do this exercise. And he was like, no, I'd like to come back. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here with Hogan. I don't want to be here with Bischoff. I don't like him. I want to be back there. It's all that other shit. But then it just became kind of a ridiculous ask. And I think that more than anything at that point, I would have loved to have had Randy. I just think that Randy was using us as a tool to get a better deal in WCW.
Were you the intermediary? Were you the go-between? Was Randy not talking directly to Vince?
No, it was all me.
Okay.
No one knew that. And no one even knew that we were having those discussions. The only person on our side that knew was Vince and our friend Aaron. No, Neville Meyer. I was Aaron Neville.
That's funny.
I don't know why Aaron Neville got to know what our business is, but Neville Meyer knew and Vince knew, and that was it.
What was the routine for communicating with Randy? Was Randy on the quote unquote wrestler schedule? He'd call the house late at night or whatnot?
No, we would pretty much talk all the time.
Okay. I guess what I'm driving at is he calls you at the house. He calls you at the office. Is there a routine where you knew like, hey, here's my Randy time. He usually checks in on so-and-so day or such and such time.
No, we had times that we would call, but it would be office, house, whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, but it would be like, hey, I'm going to call you at 2:00 on Tuesday. And that's what we did.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.